Siri keeps telling me not to go home. I started the day happy. It's Saturday, and I had more energy than I usually do in the mornings. I woke up earlier than my wife and daughter, so I got to surprise them with pancakes, bacon, eggs, and orange juice for breakfast. The smell of the pancakes rolled my daughter out of bed and had her sitting at the kitchen table in no time, albeit nodding off a bit in her hand. Next came my wife, who snuck up behind me before planting a quick smooch on my cheek and complimenting me on my Kiss the Chef apron. As soon as I had set the table for the two of them, my phone began to vibrate in my pocket. It was the sheriff. He started rambling on about how there had been an armed robbery and assault a few miles out of town, and how he needed all hands on deck for this one. With a sigh, I told him I'd be right down. I hung up the phone and looked at my wife apologetically while my daughter lay with her head down on the table. My wife assured me that she understood, but that didn't stop me from apologizing profusely as I rushed out the door. Before I stepped out into the world once and for all, my wife yanked me back by the neck of my shirt before pulling me in for a kiss. She told me she had a headache and that she and my daughter were probably just going to lounge around and nap all day. The scene of the incident was more than a few miles out of town, and the further I drove, the more I wondered how this was even in our jurisdiction. When I finally arrived, I wanted to punch the sheriff in the face. Not only had the men been caught, but they'd also already been brought down to the station. I couldn't refrain from giving the sheriff a piece of my mind. He had me driving all the way out here on my day off, wasting time that could have been spent with my wife and kid, just for the case to already be closed when I get here. He apologized, but it didn't make me less irritated. He told me they expected it to be a manhunt, but the two men responsible for the assault surrendered the minute they saw the flashing blue lights, cut and dry. I did soften a bit when I realized I didn't have to stay any longer. I could just get back and pretend nothing even happened, and that's what I planned on doing. I hopped in my car and set the GPS to home. I drove for 30 minutes, then 45, then an hour. All while Siri kept announcing the directions. Turn right here. Left turn here. Stay straight for 8 miles. After an hour and a half, I realized that not only was I nowhere near home, but I couldn't recognize where I was, period. I was surrounded by trees with nothing but asphalt beneath me. My phone had no service, but somehow Siri kept spouting off directions. You turn here. At the next stop sign, turn left. Keep straight for 10 miles. 2 hours had passed before I tried calling my wife. I tried 4 times, and each time it went straight to the dial tone. Pulling over, I tried resetting my phone, but the moment it came back on, Maps was still open on the screen. I pinched the screen to expand the map and reveal the destination. I was 90 miles from home. Keep driving. I changed the address from my house to a local grocery store in town. I figured I could find my way home from there. The map took me to the town. It took nearly 3 hours, but I got there. Only once I did. It was like Siri knew. Turn around. Turn around. Do not go home. I tried shutting my phone off, but it wouldn't budge. It just kept saying the same thing over and over again. Do not go home. Do not go home. Do not go home. I tried to tune it out, rolling the windows down and cranking the radio up as I advanced closer and closer to my neighborhood. I pulled into the driveway and Siri started sounding off again. Get back in the car. Do not go home. Turn around. Shoving my phone in my pocket, I stuck the key in and pushed the door open. The house was silent. I called out to my wife and got no answer. The further I advanced into the house, the dizzier I became. The more my head hurt, the more nauseous I felt. But when I found them, that's when I really thought I would faint. They lay together on my bed. My daughter curled up in my wife's arms while Paw Patrol played on the TV. Their skin was pale. They were cold to the touch. Neither of them moved, no matter how loud I screamed their names. They couldn't be dead. They can't be. I've called for the sheriff. He says he's 20 minutes out. I want to get them out. I need to get them to safety. But I'm just so sleepy. I feel so weak. I can't even think clearly. I'll get this all sorted out as soon as I wake up. We'll be okay.